Welcome back to Breath of the Wild. Now that we actually have a save game, now there is a start menu when we start the game, and there's also the option to activate amiibos. I'm not going to do that right now, but I have the option available, and I will be doing that in a later part. There's some fun things you can get from amiibos, including a few very special things. Now, one thing we didn't talk about in the last part. Right at the end there, when King Rome disappears, there's a remarkable sense of loneliness that develops because you are now the only person who will help you at all. It sort of felt like the old man was our mentor, but now he's gone, and we're finally out on our own.
I say good riddance to that dried up old piece of crap.
I mean, he forgot how to make fish and wouldn't give you his shirt even though he's dead.
But welcome to Hyrule Kingdom. It's very bright in the morning.
Oh. Maybe he's trying to make sure. Oh, okay.
Meet the Moblin. They're the bigger version of the Bokoblins. They're not too strong, but they can be intimidating when you first leave the area.
They can splatter you with one hit.
Luckily, these guys miss me very easily.
They look super fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they look very different here. They mostly look like in previous games, they either look like bulldogs or big fat pigs. And these, they look like bokoblins that have been stretched like putty.
Their horns are super good though, because they make any elixir. Linky doof. They make any elixir restore hearts.
Oh. I wondered why that sometimes turned up.
Yeah, it's one of the properties of certain elixir bases. I know Moblin horns restore hearts. I don't know what literally anything else does, but Moblin horns are gold.
Now, like I mentioned, this part is mostly exploration. We are finally down in Hyrule Kingdom proper, and I want to look around and get a feel of the world. So, this part isn't going to be going in anything specific. I will be activating a tower at the very least. So there's something like that. But if you're more interested in story or specific goal progression, that's going to start in part 6.
But if you want to see Thorn run around and us be jackasses for 40 minutes, well, welcome to the LP.
Invariably. Rusty Shield isn't much different than Voco Shield, honestly. They're both pretty weak. But there are rusty shields just sort of littered around, which is sort of good, silent storytelling. So you could tell this was actually an outpost for military before the world went to shit. And there's a handful of these outposts littered around the landscape, and they all have treasure hidden somewhere. Be it actual chests, or just a weapon stuck in the ground. That's a new type of bug.
Get it, get it, get it, get it.
A darner.
Does it fix your socks for you?
Even though there are all these different types of bugs, animals, and monsters, most of them function identical. It's either protecting you from a certain element or increasing one of your, increasing your speed or your stamina or what have you. It's just, some of them are better than others. I think the Darner might be better than some of the other things when it comes to protecting you from heat. Do keep in mind, though, there's a difference between heat and fire. Fire is completely separate. Heat refers more to, like, the desert.
Yes, as anyone with indoor HVAC will tell you, heat and fire are very different. One keeps you toasty and comfortable in the winter, and the other one burns your house to the goddamn ground and destroys everything you've known and loved.
I think this path I'm taking right now would take us to Dueling Peaks. Past which is Kakariko Village, eventually. But actually, people didn't vote for Kakariko Village nearly as much as some of the other things we're going to be doing first. So this is more, I'm just exploring the outpost, and then I'm going to go my own direction for a bit. Damn. I wanted to sneak on him.
Nope.
This is a good rock throw.
Yeah, they got pretty good aim. And pretty good throwing arms.
Ooh. Right in the noggin.
Twice.
Oh man. Like, just watching this combat looks super fun.
It's very fun. Yes!
Boosh! Line drive!
Hey, our first rupee. So rupees are still the currency, but they're not nearly as common as they were in previous games. If you get very lucky, you can still find them when you cut grass, or when you pick up rocks, but more often than not, you're either going to find them in chests, or you're going to get them from selling stuff. I want to get more...
Gathering random shit and selling it is part and parcel of an open world game.
Yeah. And you might have noticed with those darners, there was actually a bigger collection than what we actually picked up. You'll see them in a big collection, but some of them aren't actual darners. They'll disappear once you get close.
Oh.
Here's our second Talus. Here's the bullshit type. They've got the rocks on their backs, and they're really hard to hit.
Oh, he's turtling.
Because of reasons like that.
Can you go all Shadow of the Colossus and hold on and stab him at the same time?
I think you can only really jump onto him once you've stunned him first.
Yeah, but like if you can hang on, can you just stab him from there?
Yeah, if you can get in this position, that's okay. It's a little difficult to manage.
So the rest of this video is you fighting this guy, huh?
Thankfully, no.
Why'd you opt not to use the hammer right away?
I'm more of the mindset, I like to get rid of my weaker weapons first. Unless I have something specific in mind, I like using the hammer to actually break things rather than fight. And also because they're weak, every time the weapon breaks, that instantly stuns the Talus. See, I'm using it right now anyway. God damn it.
This is some pretty bad design, to be honest.
Yeah.
I guess you can just run away.
This works.
Okay. Even though that didn't take off a ton of health.
No, they're pretty tough. Got a new type of ore, though. Luminous stone. Save 10 of these. They're not worth nearly as much as the highest level of ore you can get, but if you hang on to 10 of them, you can get 2 of that high-end ore. In one particular location.
Well, let's see. Luminous stone sells for about 60, and wherever you get it, you tend to get a shit ton of it, so it balances out.
Yeah. Don't land on me.
Land on him. Do it.
Without giving too much away, it also is necessary to get the best outfit in the game, so... And I won't hear any...
True to the name, luminous stones do glow in the dark, and you use them to make a glow-in-the-dark outfit, which is very silly looking.
So good, man. It's the best outfit in the game. Bar none.
Is it a Tron costume?
Worse.
Really? Okay, I'll have to wait to see. I assume I will see that at some point.
Oh yes, you will. Ah.
No, I'm giving it away. Just a little teaser. Yemi, I got one simple phrase for you. Glow in the dark skeleton costume.
I'm in. I am all in.
Glow-in-the-dark gimp skeleton costume.
I am out. I am all out.
No, he's like a tiny luchador.
I'm in again.
Ah, come on. Yeah, fuck it, I'm just using my arrows.
Why not? You got way more arrows than I did at this point. God, I spent the entire game starving for arrows.
You gotta know where to look for them. And another type of ore. Topaz. This looks like a cube of gold put into a yellow rock.
It is not actually electric. Please do not shove topaz into your phone to try and get it to charge.
No. In fact, I don't know why it says that for some of these.
Because it's yellow, and we all understand gaming.
There are a couple of people that use those gems. Well, also, you do use those gems to upgrade clothing that's resistant to those type of elements. So I guess there's a reason for it, but otherwise, just sell the gems. Don't worry about it. Now, the first thing I know I really wanted to do, we're going to head past, like, Hylia here. We're going to have plenty of fun on the bridge, but more than that, I want to take care of this tower. Mostly because it's a pretty good shortcut to an area that I don't get to for a good while otherwise.
Bye.
Ow, my ear. Luckily, he doesn't have a horn, so he can't alert the rest.
Yep. Always kill the radio man first.
Ah, if only there was some way that I could make noise with my mouth to alert my friends.
Or this large sword and shield. But alas, I shall have to fight alone.
The little spear guy was just like, something wrong here. Something's going on.
That's a nice big club. Oh, dude sees me. It's not really following me, though. He just straight up loses me. Oh, there he is. I beat you to death with your father.
Oh man, way to keep it all in the family.
Now, there's a reason I'm hanging on to this rusty shield, even though it's complete shit. So, don't judge me too hard.
It's actually the Hylian shield, you just need to polish it properly.
You know you say that?
I'm just guessing. I have no idea. It's not a spoiler if I don't know any better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't do it anyway. I could probably show it in a later video. One of the alternate videos. But, up in the volcano area, there is a type of monster that actually sucks in. Like, usually it sucks in to shoot rocks at you. But if you drop a rusty shield or one of the rusty weapons, it will suck it in and then spit it out polished.
No kidding, I did not know that.
Neither did I. I read about it. And that's amazing. I do need to show that.
Woo!
This is the only real reason I have so many arrows is because the Boko archers, I think, drop 5 every time you kill them.
Steaks shouldn't crunch like that.
They're very well done.
Ugh. Just gonna get your steak that well done just to order the chicken.
Bit of a slow climb up this. Oop.
I would never get anywhere in this game because I would just constantly hit the jump button.
Oh yeah, you need patience.
Yeah, I'm way too used to Assassin's Creed climbing. Once they added that quick jump climb, I never used anything but.
It's tempting. And the more I increase my stamina, the more I will use it. Now, here's something kind of cool. You can make ad hoc fire arrows just by sticking an arrow in fire.
It's so sensible, yet so revolutionary.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you say that, it just sounds so stupid. Like, if you put an arrow in fire, it becomes a fire arrow.
Well, it was sort of like that as far back as Ocarina of Time, but in this case, you can carry the arrow around and light other things on fire just by sticking it in it.
Right, before you had to, like, line up your shot and get it just right.
Speaking of getting it just right.
Oh boy.
That is a very clear Korok puzzle. I'm not especially good at this one, though.
I can see why. It's a pretty small circle.
That is a tight squeeze. We press R to throw. First shot!
Oh!
Nice.
Nothing but net!
Nah, he hit the rim on that one. Don't give him too much credit.
I still got the point. Coach.
That's all that matters in the end.
Luckily, we're early in the game. Later in the game, there are enemies that would spawn here. But for now, it's just a new type of basic enemies.
Are those Lizalfos?
Those are Lizalfos. They're based more on chameleons in this game. And they are funky looking, and they move pretty fast.
Oh god.
There's some of the stronger enemies. Their weapons are actually pretty high tier.
Yeah.
I think they're on par, I think, with soldier stuff.
Oh dang.
Yeah, don't fuck around with the Lizalfos. They can also dodge your arrows pretty reliably. Luckily, they're morons. Wow. Oh, what the hell?
Nice freeze frame there, Link.
Brutal ripping edge. Lizal boomerangs are pretty good weapons. They're basically short swords that you can throw and then come back.
I mean, I would expect so. Be a pretty poor boomerang if you threw it and then it fell.
That is not how boomerangs work.
Come on, fall. Thank you.
Bye.
So long. See you in lizard hell.
Funny thing is, though, if that arrow didn't instantly kill him, he would probably survive, because Lizalfos can swim.
They sure can, and they suck.
It would be quite the walk to get back to you, though.
They're kind of like the old River Zoras from the 2D Zeldas, because they spit water at you. It was at this point I started editing out me going into the inventory and dropping something.
Congratulations, Link. It's a club.
And there's a ton of new weapons.
Hmm.
Go figure.
So we don't know what the Korok seeds are for yet, do we?
Nah, and we won't for a while. I mean, we could find out very quickly, but people didn't vote for that.
God damn it, we're gonna collect them anyway, because this is a video game. That's what you do.
Just trust that it'll be worth it.
I don't need that torch.
Collect like 80 of them. Oh yeah, those. They're useless. Throw them at people.
Why are you carrying around 80 of our poops?
That's just weird.
Like, why are you touching those? That's weird, man. Oh, Korok, no, come on. This is very dangerous, Korok.
You can't stop there to recover your stamina.
Woohoo! You're stupid!
Kind of, because I have no idea where he spawned now. I saw the thing, I thought it might be on that bottom section. No, he's actually on the inside. Luckily there's a chest here, so it wasn't a complete waste. So there he is. Frantic bow is an interesting bow. It's not too strong compared to some of the others. But when you ready an arrow, you zoom in completely. You don't just see Link, you get a full-on sniper view. God damn it. One thing I like is if you're over a body of water, Link will go into a diving animation. You can still pull out the paraglider, though, and you get much more height at the top of the diving animation than otherwise.
You go to hell, Korok. I could have died.
There might be another Korok down there under a rock, but I didn't go for it.
That's the point.
You fucking stay there, then. Stay there and rot under that rock for all we care.
They're pro hide-and-seek players. Did you know that the longer that they hide, the stronger they become? Until one day, the last hidden Korok will end the world.
That's the DLC.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually the storyline DLC that they promised.
You have to fight Calamity Korok.
That's right, Calamity Korok. Yo-ho-ho!
That would be worth the money.
Yo-ho-ho! I will end you.
And then you defeat him by making one half of his room match the other half. And then he just gets so happy about it. No, get
No.
away. Get away.
Bye.
You motherfucker.
Yes, get down here. Haha.
I'm gonna take your eyeball and use it as a martini olive.
I'm going to kill you and take your component parts.
Oh, my bits!
No, they're my bits now.
Yeah.
And there's nothing up here.
Good job.
There's a goat. Let's fuck up that goat.
Here, snipe a goat.
In the face.
Oh,
And they give us meat.
my meat.
There is not different kinds of meat, there's just meat.
There are different kinds of meat, but they have to be bigger animals.
It's different grades of meat. But it's all meat.
Yeah.
Can you get Kobe meat?
Nope.
Or some decent Wagyu meat?
Well, let's see. There is gourmet meat, so I guess.
Gourmet meat is the highest tier. Iron Shroom.
That's what they used to call me back in wrestling. I'll leave it to you to speculate why.
Because you were always high.
It's dicks. We're talking about dicks.
No! I would never! Hey, you Boko, get out of here. Get out of here with your improbable...
Damn.
I missed that. What happened?
I died.
Oh, yes, I got that much.
From the very boring, just losing my health.
Did he, like, poke you out of the air?
Pretty much.
No, he stood there and took it. He's like, what are you gonna do, poke me?
With your really powerful weapon and my minimal armor.
Quote from man who was poked to death.
Now this tower, it's surrounded by a ton of enemies. Some of them pretty strong, even for bokoblins and what have you. But you can go around most of them.
What's nice is every tower in the game has different challenges, so they won't all be like getting through a gauntlet of enemies.
Thank you for the arrow.
Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. Free arrow. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run.
I like that when he picks up an item while he's running, he straightens his back.
That's a little scary. Black Bokoblin at this point, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a really powerful weapon.
They're, I think, the strongest Bokoblin.
There's a stronger one that's a white striped kind, but...
Oh yeah, white Bokoblins are...
But he's the strongest that we're gonna see for a while. White bokoblins are like the second half of the game. Luckily, I have ice arrows, and I'm a jerk.
No, that does it.
And I can steal his weapon, a dragon bone club.
Look how strong that thing is!
Holy crap. I assume the 14 is what you've got equipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's art.
Wow.
Well, congratulations, now you're a Bioshock villain.
And I think when you attack someone who's frozen, it does double damage.
It does, yeah, that's the, like, side benefit. Fire does damage over time, and lightning makes them drop their stuff.
Fire does damage over time if they burn aside from the fire arrow, which is just generally stronger.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they don't go into the animation where they're like, oh no, I'm on fire, and lose health if you just hit them with a fire arrow. So, like, aim for their wooden weapons, I think is the best idea.
Aim for their loincloth. Roast his acorns.
And I continue to never run out of arrows.
Jeez.
Or apples.
I have an idea here. Got a nice metal chest, and an incline.
Gives you a little ground indicator. That's nice.
Yeah. Here's the funny thing, though. As you can see, that doesn't quite work out. However, keep an eye on that. The Lizalfos set his own weapon on fire. And he burns himself to death.
I can never have foreseen this coming!
Let's go climb the goddamn tower.
I want to have fun.
No, progress.
So here's a good example. He is on fire, but the ragdoll, it takes too long, and then the fire burns out before he can properly be on fire.
Yeah.
So remember, kids, if you're on fire, dance like an idiot.
No, ragdoll and hope that the iframes take care of it.
Whee!
Keep thinking those skull torches are like a guy.
How's it going? This neighborhood went to hell ever since all those lizard people moved in. Oh, wait, you gonna...
Frank, you can't say that.
Nah, look. I've had enough of them. I might just be a skull on a stick here, right? But it's my stick.
I am a landowner.
He doesn't really mean that.
No, I do. Get out of here, you lizards. I'm a skull on a stick and I pay my skull taxes.
Pichu, pichu. I'm spitting loogies.
And this is how climbing most towers is like once you actually get to the tower. You climb it slowly for a little while until you're sure you can reach one of these outcroppings. Then you wait for your stamina to recover, and then continue.
It's okay, we got speed up. We got speed up.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Nap quickly, we're almost at the top. I need you for the fart noise.
Okay, alright, I'm ready.
Here it goes!
Me.
Good junk.
Look at that view. Let's face the opposite way at a thing that's not much of a view.
It's like an eagle screeching in my head now.
Finally, we've got cell reception here.
Oh, I can download my podcasts.
Yeah, how about you download this droplet of shit?
We're so mature.
Hey, whatever works. That's crazy. I had no idea that Bell has the largest LTE network coverage in North America.
Because we found our second tower, we now get the Sheikah sensor. Basically, anytime we're near a shrine, it will ping at us, and as long as we're heading in the direction of the shrine, it'll ping faster. Here's the thing, though. You remember how in the old Zelda games, when you were low on health, it would beep constantly and be really annoying?
Yes?
Well, it's not like that in this game with health. It's like that with the Sheikah sensor.
That's just incentive to find the thing quickly.
Make it shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
So I'll keep it active for a few videos, but I will eventually turn it off. It's more fun to discover them on my own.
Oh, really? You're gonna turn off text notifications from Sahasrahla? Link! Link! There's a shrine that way! Link!
Link, stop unsubscribing from my email feed.
Link, for God's sake, follow me on Twitter, Link! It's me, Sahasrahla!
Link, it's your turn to work with friends, come on. I have nothing else to do. I'm old and very lonely.
For God's sake, why didn't you like this cat meme?
Unsubscribe? What do you mean you never subscribed in the first place? This is a political email listing, damn it.
What do you mean you don't want cat facts?
Look at my email, sirhasrahla.gov. It's the law. You gotta listen to me.
Ooh, spiky shield. It doesn't matter that's spiky. It's not really any better.
That's the Hasrala.gon. It's just a Goron top-level domain.
They got reasonable rates. It's me, the wise man. You gotta save the 7 sage daughters. You gotta do it, Link. Hell do you mean it's 200 years in the future?
Take a selfie with them all.
Yummy, there's selfies. There's selfies in this.
Take my phone. It's a Pokestop at the next temple.
Hey, they take selfies with me. They think I'm sexy.
Link, I got a Fitbit.
Since I've taken 0 steps this week.
Ooh, no enemy.
I miss Sahasrahla, that weird old out-of-touch man. Now I love these guys. These guys kick ass.
What the hell is that?
This is this game's version of the Wizrobe. You'll notice he has a red wand. That means he's a fire type. I have ice arrows.
Let him see you. Let him see you. He waves. He goes, hello. He burned this house down, though, so I guess he's a motherfucker, so let's,
Yeah. And we can get his wand.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If you got an enemy that is quite obviously of a certain damage type, if you hit him with the opposite damage type, it kills miss.
Good work.
Oh, nice trick shot, dude!
Yeah!
Oh, updraft.
And updrafts.
The Wizrobe perspective was weird, and he looked really huge and really far away.
They just dance upon air.
It looked like he was dancing on the hillside, you know, in the distance.
Ah, shit.
Apparently taking a face full of fire is a bad idea.
Yeah, go figure.
And why was his weapon on fire?
Well... There's another one.
Were you irresponsible with magic, young man?
I want to be a jerk.
Oh, brained him with a backwards kukri.
I guess that's just a kukri taken to its logical extreme.
I suppose. It's like they bent it so much that it flipped around 270 degrees.
No, Link's just holding it backwards.
Oh, damn it, Link! You know he just got it because he thought it was tactical.
There's another very clear Korok puzzle, but I never found another rock to do it.
That's how they get you.
Hang on. A new type of ore, rock salt. That's actually used for cooking.
No shit, Sherlock.
Don't use it for cooking much. You don't need to. But it's a thing.
I think it's used for recipes, but I don't think it actually makes food heal more.
No, it's just an arbitrary ingredient as far as I can tell.
Just makes food taste better.
See, it's working. There's a shrine nearby. We're not anywhere near it yet, but it will continue to be.
Is it on Donut Island?
It is in Donut Island.
Isn't that where Jack Sparrow ended up in the third Pirates movie?
Oh, you may be right.
It looks like the shrine fell here and created a crater.
Stupid Chica's dropping shrines from space.
Oh, this one is tight.
This is a really cool one.
See if you can figure this out, Yami.
Okay. So I'm guessing you have to stasis the rock and then load up a ton of bombs underneath it?
Nope. You just need to use both of the types of bombs.
They got separate detonators.
So put a square bomb on the top, round bomb on the bottom, activate the bottom remote bomb, and then immediately switch to the square.
I probably would have gotten it in 2 then.
Oh, yeah. Some of these are quite clever, and some of them actually stump the crumbs out of me.
Whee!
I landed on the wrong thing. There's a chest over there. Take 2. There we go.
Oh yeah, and you can't climb those, right?
Right. Anything Sheikah is slippery as hell. Speaking of Sheikah, new type of Sheikah sword.
Sheikah figured out how to make buildings out of vegetable oil.
Yeah. It's just like, it's structural lard.
Oh, that must smell amazing.
We wise men of the Sheikah, we build this temple out of the butter of the goddess Hylia.
We built this temple to taste like McDonald's fries.
So, hot grease and salt?
Aw, yeah.
And chemicals to replicate the taste of lard.
We built this city of canola. Cha-chum, cha-chum.
My buddy Jacob made a good point. The rift to We Built This City is like the musical equivalent of falling down the stairs.
He's not wrong.
But that was my fun for now. In the next part, I will do what people wanted me to do. I will take on Hyrule Castle, fresh from the Great Plateau. It's gonna be tough.
It's doable.
It's doable, but it's gonna be tough.
Man up, Piglet.
Oh, it's me, Piglets.
Old man up.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right. Bap him in the balls, oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Just ball tap Ganon and call it a day.
Just sneak up, just, the, certain Native American warriors called that counting coup. Just walk up and tap him, right in the balls. And he goes, whoo!
Do you think Ganon was bullied in high school?
Almost certainly.
He's got red hair and a weird head dress thingy.
Those big, wide, baby-bearing pig hips.
The fact he would turn into an actual boar in times of stress.
Absolutely. It couldn't have been easy growing up as the only boy Gerudo.
Well, they made him king.
Yeah,
Arbitrarily because he was male.
that seems weird.
Wow. Patriarchy much?
Right? Like a civilization entirely of women, one dude shows up, they're like, that guy's king.
Oh, wait until we actually meet the Gyarados. They return in this game. They have an interesting system.
Yeah, they're okay.
Do they, is their social hierarchy based on hat bobble size?
Let me explain it to you this way. Do you remember that Futurama episode where they go to that planet of the giant Amazon women? And then it turns out that the giant Amazon women just have like all these self-involved, sort of very stereotypical problems that you'd expect 90s comics to talk about?
Yes.
It's that.
Oh. That doesn't sound great.
Gerudo Town is Amazon women in the mood. Although I don't think Link is ever used for snoo, so that's point in its favor. Yeah, this was kind I don't want to say this was filler, because it's a good taste of what the entirety of the game is about.
I mean, the game is kind of comprised of nothing but filler,
Yeah.
but it's really good filler from what I can see.
Very good filler.
So it's okay.
It's basically, you see a thing in the distance, you think, I'm gonna go there, and then you get distracted every 5 minutes by something else.
Yeah. Like, oh, that looks interesting. Maybe there's something there, and then most of the time there is.
Every so often you take a flaming club to the face and have to go back to your last tower.
And then you realize you're being stupid for not just climbing around them.
I bet that takes a while to get used to, just you can climb whatever.
Oh, it so does, man. I remember there was this one encounter that I came across, and I could not for the life of me survive it. I just kept getting one shot out of nowhere. And then I'm like, wait, why am I trying to go up this road? Why don't I just circumvent it? Then I found something that let me drop something heavy on them.
Any game that kind of breaks the paradigm like that, you really takes a real effort to wrap your head around it and get used to it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The game lets you solve both puzzles and combat in several different ways. If you've got the brains and you know how to use the physics engine, you can probably do it.
Oh, yeah.
Reminds me of a video game reviewer who wanted to review the Fallout 3 DLC. He had Fallout 3, bought the DLC, and he's like going on the menu, like, how do I get to the DLC? And he called their support line. It's like, how do I get to the DLC? Person on the phone was like, you just walk there. It's on the map. It's in the game. It's not a separate thing.
The thing with Nintendo is that they kind of come late to a concept and then they kill it. Sort of
It
thing.
is very true. Except for online.
Yeah.
They still have yet to get that.
They haven't figured out online, but like, the open world survival game with cooking, there doesn't need to be another one.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like every kind of open world game in the future is going to be held up to this game.
Yeah.
And from what I can tell, at least in gameplay terms, it's going to be found wanting.
Yeah.
The new Far Cry is going to come out. It's like, yeah, its story is, good and timely and the characters are great, but, it's not as fun as Zelda.
You can't climb everything. I mean, to be fair, the story is where this game lacks, but...
Oh, God. Yeah, seriously.
Skippy and I will both have plenty to say about the story.
As far as I can tell, the story is Ganon bad to kill Ganon.
I will say this, the game that we narrowly missed, that we see glimpses of through the flashbacks, would have fucking sucked. Like, I'm just super glad that we come in after this shitty JRPG has happened.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
It's basically, we got a really good game by starting with a shitty story and letting it get fucked and skip ahead 100 years.
Basically, this is like what the world would be like after Final Fantasy X.
And it's not a spoiler to mention the flashbacks that will be happening, because I think in part 4, when I looked in my Sheikah slate, there is actually a tab that says memories.
Yeah.
We don't know what they are or how to access them yet.
Well, and we got the story from the king.
And we have no memory, so it's pretty obvious there's going to be flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But I have problems with them. But that's for later.
I will give you my fresh hot takes on them.
We do. I look forward to seeing how you react to these plot points.